Sorry about that. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another live stream, the third in one day. 3 streams in one day. I've got one more to go this week, and then we start next week of the podcast. Woo-hoo. But we are back tonight with another watch-along / live stream of the, as we always do every week, match of the day on a Saturday, no matter if Arsenal are playing or not, unless I'm dead on my feet. People piss me off, but once, and I missed one episode, but still. Oh, we have a breakdown at the BBC. But yeah, we are live. It is a match of the day live stream. We'll be reliving in highlight form the Man City Liverpool game, the Arsenal game against Leeds, corresponding straight after that. And all the goals up and down the country, most of the games involve in the mid-table clash between Chelsea and Villa. Literally mid-table. Going into that game, level on points. Only thing separating was the goal difference, which now, yeah, if you know, you know. And then all the other teams basically featured today outside of the title race and that mid-table clash are all basically the teams in and around each other, down and fighting for survival in a relegation scrap. And to say it got a bit interesting today is an understatement in that side of things. And there's a bit of an apparent controversial moment in one of the games near the end of this stream. It'll be, I'm assuming, because it was a 1-1 draw. Spoilers alert. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Very interesting. We'll pop into the chat quickly whilst everyone gets settled in and get either the BBC One on if you're living in the UK, or the iPlaying worldwide up and running, so you don't miss a single second of all the goals and all the action. Scenes of joyous emotion. Big up BX Gunner. Sorry. Scenes of joyous emotion. Weekend vibes in full swing. Oh mate, I'm absolutely buzzing. That's the last few hours. I've been absolutely in it when obviously certain other results later this evening happened. I was like, yay! Even more. I was like, that made it. This makes it even better this season. If I'm being brutally honest, I will say I do apologize. I was meant to do the Bayern Munich versus Dortmund watch them, but I couldn't get a thumbnail done in time my end, and by the time I was able to do it, the game was already started, and then it was like, this is pointless. One mistake and he killed the game. I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, didn't miss. It wasn't a humdinger, put it that way. That's one solid match I've seen in a long time between them two. Oh dear, it is what it is though. Chelsea losing me made my day. Spoilers up for any Chelsea fans out there.
Good evening, 7 Premier League games.
Chappers. Where's Righty? The hell? I've got Mikiewicz and Shearer anyway, so I want my Righty. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm so happy about today's result, yeah. And the first game up is going to be, of course, the early kickoff. So let's get that up and running. And yeah, just bastards. I hate Liverpool. I hate Liverpool so much. They are so shit. It is unbelievable. They make our bad times look good. And that's saying a lot, trust me. Oh dear. A lot of Liverpool fans, rightly so, having a meltdown today. Oh, I have to see it. Oh dear. I was just going into this game. We did a stream earlier for the game as it played out, second by second. Going into this, I genuinely thought Liverpool, because Liverpool have had City's number. They have turned up home and away to Man City over the years, and since Klopp's got apart from once when it was a 5-0 humming when he first arrived, into his first full season. Apart from that one game, every other game since then, until today, they've turned up and either won or got a 2-2 draw or whatever. They've basically performed out their arse, basically. It was just like the day they knew that obviously they weren't not going to win the title. They're not in the title race. even though they've got top 4 to go for themselves. They just didn't bother, and this tactics just bewildered me in terms of sit back, soak it up, let City come at us basically. We'll just do long balls over the top and hope to catch them out on the counter attack. He's this down because I don't get in trouble by BBC. Jesus Christ. There's always one, Rich, isn't there? There's always one. I wasn't convinced today, but that Liverpool could do anything. No, the second the game got underway, once it's settled 5 minutes into the game and City got a foothold, if there's going to be a winner, there's only going to be one winner, put it that way. Even when Liverpool went 1-0 up, even though they had their chances, a couple of chances to close 2, you just knew they weren't going to take them in the moment, and you just knew City was like, okay, no worries, you've got to score eventually, and bang. SpongeBob, of course it's SpongeBob. Blame a cartoon sponge. But you thought how bad they performed up to this point. It's just gone 1-0, by the way. Just showing the first goal. You'd have thought, literally, with how bad they played, scoring against the runner play that they did, it was against the runner play before anyone goes there. That it'd be a wake up call in a sense of, okay, we've got away one, and then the lead. Let's go ahead and kill this team off, and send a message to our own top 4, the rivals in our top 4 race, that we are serious. They just went back and win themselves and just invite the pressure again. It's like, what the fuck are you playing at? And Trent, mate, pretty much every goal City scored today was down to him. Just not being able to defend because he's not a defender. I've been saying for years. Me and my brother agree he's not a defender, but we just disagree on that. He should be a right. He thinks he should still stay as a right back to right wing back. They should change the formation to make him a wing back. We still have to. Part of his attributes would be still having to defend, and he can't defend. Nemeth is asking, so Ryan, who do you hate more, Spurs or Manchester United? Purely from, well, depends what way you want me to look at it. If you want me to look at it purely on the basis of an actual rival that my team competed with throughout my childhood, and it was the pain in the ass, basically that pain in the ass in terms of, just as I say, going toe to toe pretty much every season, going for the title or other trophies at the time. To Manchester United all day long. Tottenham, I hate Tottenham. Don't get me wrong, I hate Tottenham, but it's for the reason of they're just that noisy neighbour that doesn't know their place, doesn't accept their place, and won't piss off. Think they are bigger and better than you, basically, and to hell with whatever you've got to say. Like, no, you are shit. You are not a big club. Accept it. Move on. Stop living in our shadow. Don't. What does me with Tottenham is, oh, we're a big club, but the only reason, let's be honest, it's a known fact, by the way, the only reason they knocked down the shithole to rebuild an updated shithole was because we basically moved from Highbury to the Emirates. That's the only reason. If we said at Highbury and the Emirates had never happened, the whole thing with the Emirates had never happened, we'd be at Highbury still, and all that jazz. They still have the old shithole of what it was, Shite Hart Lane. That'd still be standing. But no, we don't live in your shadow. Fuck off, mate. They were fucking sort of. It's just, as I say, I hate them for the reasons of there's that neighbour who doesn't accept their place and thinks they're bigger and better than you. And it's like, no, you're not. You really ain't. Trust me. You need to wake up and smell the coffee, quite literally. Whereas Manchester United, as I say, I hate Manchester United more because of the direct rivalry, an actual rivalry in terms of competitiveness at a competitive level for league titles, cups, etc. for a good span of time. Even BX says United as well. Nemeth is also saying Spurs had their golden generation and won fuck all. Yep. What does that tell you? And in that golden generation, that golden generation they had in recent years, and we were going through what was arguably our worst generation in our lifetimes, from our own, depending on how old you are. If you're old enough to remember, basically, the 90s and the early 2000s, if you're old enough to remember, go back all them years, then when Tottenham going for their golden generation, we weren't nowhere near, basically. Let's be brutally honest. We were going way off the mark. But we still found ways to win the FA Cup, was it 2014, 15, 17 and 2020. One of them was in a pandemic. A global pandemic at that. For fuck's sake. With a rookie with all due respect to Arteta at the time, a rookie manager. He's literally the first few months in the job. But you got people going, oh, Tottenham are a big club. They qualified for Champions League. So fucking what? We qualified for fucking Champions League 20 odd years on a bounce. And they said winning the fucking thing, it means fuck all. In that case, we're fucking. If you're going to base it off that, we're a ginormous club then. We are the be all and end all of fucking European football. From an English club perspective, us Manchester United and Liverpool are the big guns of European football. No matter what anyone says, not just domestically, but from an English point of view, on the European standards as well, because we qualified for the fucking tournament for Champions League 20 odd years on the fucking bounce. Oh, and by the way, we literally went 20 odd years on the bounce. Not counting how many years, but over 20 years on the bounce of finishing above them lot with ease. And won league title after league title after league title after FA Cup after FA Cup after FA Cup, the odd League Cup thrown in, the European Cup Winners' Cup thrown in. What did they win? What have they done in the 7 years that they've been top of the league? Just the 7 years that Tottenham have finished above us in the league. Sorry, 6 or 7. Either way, what trophies have they actually won? They're not a big club. They need to accept it and get on with it. Hopefully this season, no matter what happens with us this season, this is the wake-up call for them. Rant over. No, it's just as a back there. But to say, if I'm gonna base it on a rivalry in terms of a competitive rivalry, going toe to toe that team for years on end, and being that team being the pain in the arse from that perspective, Man United all day long. There's no question about it. There's no even question about it. You got Moss in the chat as well. Big up Moss. It says like the chat, but yeah, I watched the Watchalong all. But yeah, I watched along all these. Big up Gooners, Mr. Arsenal Ryan. Big up yourself, as I said already. We rock Odegaard, Trossard, and Houdinia. What was this? Chelsea 11th. Laugh out loud. Tuchel winning, yeah, emphatically from what I saw in the end. And yeah, BX is giving you a big up as well. If you haven't already, guys, do subscribe to the channel and do smash that like button and do share the content around on all your social media platforms, because it does help get the channel more noticed out there in the worldwide and all that. Worldwide, but you know what I mean. Oh dear. Got a nice early start tomorrow. Got one more, as I say, three streams today. I've done 3 live streams today. I've got to do, and I'm doing another one in the morning, well, basically early afternoon, just literally about 12:05. I'll be going live. Hopefully, you'll be able to join, maybe in a fit enough state of join me in terms of not hungover and all that, and able to talk and as well. Because he was obviously at the Leeds game, the Arsenal Leeds game today. But yeah, hopefully the plan is she's going to be joining me for tomorrow's game against Manchester City in the WSL, and what for both teams is a must win in terms of the title race as well. Especially with Man United winning today 4-0 in the WSL. And you guys doing your cool match of the day, and we get all the matches North America. Yeah, match of the day is like the highlight form, like all the games brought down in highlight form here in the UK. And yeah, it's bizarre. I've been saying for like God knows how many years now. In terms of this channel itself, about 2-3 years I've been saying. Well, yeah, since in the midst of the pandemic, because obviously the blackout, 3 p.m. blackout was put on hold. I don't know how you can word it, but basically it was eradicated for a season or so during the pandemic, so people could watch their teams play because they obviously couldn't get to the games. And then suddenly, I think blackout's back up and running. He's like, fuck off. The sooner the likes of Amazon and who was the other one? Amazon. There was another streaming service. Mine's gone blank. Why has gone blank? But yeah, basically the likes of Amazon, the streaming services like that. The sooner they basically go all out and get all the rights for all the games for every match day for all the season and buy the rights of the league itself, the better, because they will cover every game in the UK. Everyone in the UK will be able to watch whatever their own team at 3 p.m. or whenever they want. They don't have to go, right, well, I've got this subscription, that subscription, but I still can't watch my team because it's at 3 p.m. Where with Amazon, they proved back on Boxing Day this season, after the World Cup, they will show every single game, even if it is at 3 p.m. What's crazy is City look more dangerous without Haaland. Yeah, I said it earlier. It's becoming more and more clear. He is basically a luxury player that they have, basically. And yeah, Alves suits their system more, but as I say, Haaland is the luxury player. Yeah, Newcastle versus Manchester United tomorrow. That'd be interesting. Oh, fucking hell, look at it. It's like Tintin, but longer and darker. Ryan has his OnlyFans at the moment. Jesus Christ. Couldn't afford me. He couldn't afford me. Even if I had one, he couldn't afford me. Where's Mr. Tom? I'm assuming either he's preparing for a live on his own channel or he's crying the tears away. Oh dear. We tried. The second, obviously, Leeds beat Wolves and all that. He was obviously we're happy for him at the time and all that, but he got a bit cocksure of himself, thinking, you know what? It's been over 20 years. We're long overdue a win at Arsenal. We got unlucky back in October, whenever it was we played them. It's gonna happen. Prepare yourselves, Arsenal fans, including myself. Wouldn't have it. Wouldn't listen. And yeah, it's gone very humble. He's been very much humble today and gone very quiet since the Gary stream ended. Haven't had a peep from him. But say he might be doing the stream tonight, getting ready to do that. Or he just hasn't got a notification that I've gone live. One of the two. City versus Bayern will be even more juicy now. Oh my god, that's going to mean 2 legs as well. That is going to be insane, quite literally. You lot so used to not getting everything, you won't know what to do when it opens up. Maybe Dazan. That was it. Dazan and Amazon are both. That is disrespectful. Going, fuck you, in the player's face. That's totally fine. But if Arteta does that, what the fuck? What a disgrace! Da, da, da. Was about to set your fan. Oh my god. Oh, no. But yeah, was it? Yeah, Dazan. That's been the recent rumor in terms of Dazan and Amazon are both looking to buy the rights to the Premier League, like fully outright, and buy out Sky and BT. Yay! If it's Amazon, yay! The Rocastle family. I like this as well. This is a good touch. I didn't see this at the time because Jim didn't come up and show me at the time. But yeah, obviously this is. You know what? Thinking about it now, rather fitting it was Arsenal Leeds today actually because it is the anniversary. This weekend is yesterday was his anniversary of his death, so the weekend itself, the anniversary weekend of his passing over 22 years ago. I remember that, 22 years ago. David Rocky Rocastle lost his battle to cancer, and obviously predominantly known for his Arsenal connections. Obviously, that when he left, he went to Leeds, Man City, Chelsea, etc. But it's rather fitting that in what is the anniversary weekend of his death, that the match day would be Arsenal at home to Leeds, the team he was moved on to from us. Both came out of obviously the most with their mascots respectively, and with the shirt as well. Obviously, Arsenal had 7 Rocastle on their one, and they had 15 Rocastle. I thought that's a nice touch actually. And again, in the 7th minute as well, Arsenal fans for the entire 7th minute, not only giving the applause to the minute, about minutes applause and all that appreciation to Rocky, but chanting his name for the entire time. Oh, Rocky, Rocastle. Still, so I couldn't believe it happened. But 22, it doesn't get any easier for us fans. Even though I'm not old enough to from his early years at Arsenal, but old enough to know he played for us and this, that, and the other, and went the time frame and all that, what he did for us, and coming for the academy and all that jazz. Because as a grown up, I do my history and all that, got in books, got my videos, this, that, and the other. I've seen him play on his own video, but still, you get to appreciate the players like that and how they got it basically about the club and all that. Their love for the club, and yeah. So as I say, with players like that, and things like what happened to him happened in terms of his past, his passing, and the history behind it as well. It's again, as a fan, it doesn't get any easier. So I can't imagine what it's like for the family, like his son Ryan, his daughters, his wife, Ian, as in Righty, Kev Campbell, his team, Paul Davis, all his ex-teammates that knew and loved him and all that, and still do. It can't get any easier for them either. As the years go on, yeah. So, but yeah, I think as I say, I think it's rather fitting. If you think about it, it's rather fitting that it was 2 his former clubs playing, obviously the club he loved most in Arsenal, at home to another former club of his, Leeds United. I mean, what was Luke Ayling in terms of, I'm not complaining 1 second, we've got the penalty, but just showing the penalty now. But what was Luke Ayling? What's Luke Ayling doing there? Because he stood down, he completely missed on his challenge in the first place. And then he gets his leg up and just throws his studs at Jesus that knee. But what was he hoping to accomplish to not give away a penalty? This is a cause you will not find a more calls you like penalty this season in the Premier League. Sends to keep the wrong, does a little feint, quick feint of I'm going. Who dove now? Past it, literally stroked down the middle of the goal there. Yeah, rest in peace to David. Hence why my Twitter profile is since yesterday until Monday morning now is Rocky Rocastle every year on his anniversary, the day of his anniversary for the rest of the weekend. And it's always he's a picture, an image of him, be it the one I've got this season where he's like that. But you know, I've got a t-shirt somewhere. I might wear that tomorrow actually. If I find a t-shirt, I've got a Rocky Rocastle t-shirt. I might wear that tomorrow for the stream. Or was it last season? It was him with the league title back in '91. After won the league title in '91, I think it was. Picture of him at Highbury with the trophy, basically. What Ben White? What's a player we got here? Man, come on. He's a right back and he scored more goals than £60 million worth of a £60 million pigeon. Sitting on my couch, smoking a fat cigar, watching ESPN FC pundits showering Arsenal. I can't believe my eyes and ears. We've come a long way. Just a tad. Still a long way to go, though. Rocky Rocastle will always be a special player to me, says Nemeth. He was one of the reasons why I fell in love with the Arsenal. Again, like Andrew, again, he comes on the podcast every now and then. If you haven't listened to his podcast and we ever mentioned Rocky, he always makes it perfectly clear. Rocky was his all-time favourite player. Is his all-time favourite player. 3-0. Life is short. You got to live it when you do that. Do what you need to do, as long as you don't hurt anyone. Get what the fuck you want out of life. Yeah. The season, the phase. Remember who you are. Things very loud. Yeah. Who you are, who you are, and who you represent. The way Saka plays reminds me very much of Rocky Rocastle, how Rocky Rocastle played. Odegaard's and Trossard's assists are so good. Trossard's both assists. Odegaard's assists for the fourth goal, and obviously Trossard's assists, as you mentioned, for the third. Both fantastic assists. Trossard back to the play as well. Had that quick look round, noticed what was coming, got himself in a position, and pulled that ball back, knowing Zaytu was going to be there to tap it in. And then, as I say, Odegaard for that getting that assist, that ball into Xhaka. Oh, and he's been doing it all season. And in terms of trust, he's been doing it since he walked through the door at Arsenal. There you go. There's the fourth. Zaytu's finally breaking his 6-month drought. Hallelujah. I mean, to be fair to him, we've got to be brutally. Not be brutal. We've got to be fair that there was a World Cup that took up a month and a half of that. Plus he was out for 3.5 months with an injury because he had to have surgery because of the World Cup in the first place. So, yeah, but I know what you're saying. But it's got to be fair at the same time. There has been circumstances that have led to it being so long, but yeah, long overdue. There's a brace as well. Penalty spot, the penalty first, and obviously the goal from open play. Well, we've got one half of the early one's dynamic duo over on Gary's channel. How you doing, Gary? Yourself? We haven't seen Tom yet. I don't know if you've spoke to Tom since you finished your live, your end, but not heard a peep from Tom from my end, and he hasn't popped in yet, so I'm a bit concerned. October 1st, April 1st, and as I said, yeah, but you got to remember, for a month and a bit, there was the World Cup. Then he was out for 3.5 months. as well. He's just come back in the last. What game did he come back? The Fulham away game. So about a month and a bit ago. And that was just a sub, and he didn't start again. A sub appearance against Palace. This is his first start in fucking ages. Mr. Tom is done with football. But wrestling is on tonight, so I expect a happier Tom in the evening. Yeah, I did think, because there's a few guys asked where he was and all that. I did have a feeling that he might have a live stream tonight. He might have wrestling or something on. So he might be doing a live stream for it, getting ready to do that on his channel. Oh dear. I enjoyed that. I didn't even change the scoreboard. Bloody hell. Guys, you need to remind me sometimes. I get carried away. But yeah, Arsenal was on. It's now analysing it. Yay. Again, I'm happy for Jesus that he did get at least a goal today. Gets that hoodoo, as you mentioned, get that hoodoo off his back. And he goes into Liverpool next week a lot in a different frame of mind. Put it that way. Again, I'm going to say that going by what I've seen from Liverpool, not just this season, but from what I saw from today, if we do not go there and beat them, get the 3 points, get in, get out with the 3 points, I will be disappointed. Genuinely disappointed. Oh, here we go. He's back. He gets mentioned a few times. You say his name too much, and he pops in like Beetlejuice. Football could go fuck yourself. Are you saying that purely on the basis of your game, or the fact that results elsewhere didn't help out either? Kind of. Now let's never speak of it again. BX is asking Tom, what time is your WrestleMania stream tonight? Chelsea losing was fun, right? Of course, yeah. Hopefully that's coming up next. Hopefully, being the operative word. Next 4 games. Then look at the next 4: Liverpool, West Ham, Southampton, and then City. Chelsea's an easy one. Going by what I'm seeing, that's a win. Chelsea. The next 4 games are huge. I say it every now and I've been saying it all season, up breaking it down into 4 game breaks and all that for the season. But it's down to the crunch time of these next 4 are huge. We need to be making at least the bare minimum. If we can come out, we can get 10 out of 12. I want 12 out of 12, but worst case scenario, if we get 10 out of 12 as a worst case scenario, and we still have that this cushion we've currently got, fucking run with it. Get that running and just run. Go, bring on Chelsea and go. Okay, hi, boom. Newcastle a few days later, hi, boom, and then the last 3. One is on the rum and coke. No alcohol for Lent. No alcohol at all for Lent until next Sunday. Next Sunday, yay! Oh god, oh my god, that's really nice. So I gave up obviously alcohol for Lent. And yeah, next Sunday's Easter Sunday, and we're playing Liverpool, so that's a good start. Yeah, I can drink, but oh bloody hell, I'm bring it loads. Oh dear! But next game up is Brighton versus Brentford. Don't know why I went for the accent there, but yeah. Tom is going live at around 7:45 Eastern time. Yeah, these will be fine. In terms of, I know they're in doing amongst it all, but they'll be fine. Let's be honest. Look at the teams around them. There is worse teams. They just need to win themselves when they come up against the teams in and around them, a way to win against them teams. Actually score. What a goal that was! No goalkeeper saving that one. Bloody hell! 11 game winning streak is the longest for any Premier League team, I believe. This season. Would be nice to go 11, right? Of course, yes. So 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11. It would be. If we can go Anfield, get the win there. West Ham, go to West Ham, get the win there. Come back at home, play Southampton, get the win at the Emirates for that. Go to the Etihad, beat Man City. And then just keep going. Just keep going. Again, we've got to take we do have to take it game by game, but yeah. Then the next 4 games, looking at it now, the bare minimum. The worst case scenario, if we get 10 out of 12, take it and run. But I'd rather have 12 out of 12. But we just take it game by game and see if we can get a. Straight from the kickoff there. Blimey. Literally straight from the kickoff of fucking Brighton get back into the game, make it 1-1. Literally, bish bash bosh, tiny falls down. He goes, okay, thank you very much, bang. Yeah, and then you woke up, Mr. Tom. And then you woke up. I can still see Man City losing. Yeah, there's no getting around that. I do think they'll not only lose, but they will drop points along the way between now and the end of the season. They've got some tough games coming up. Against teams that have got something to fight for. Either like, for example, they've got Man City. Man City got Southampton next Saturday. And you'd think on paper, yeah, foregone conclusion, they're going to walk that. But being able to worse, Southampton got something to fight for themselves. They're fighting for their lives in terms of trying to stay in this league. So that could be a scrappy game in that sense. If they do win it could be a skin of their teeth win, or they might actually drop points there. You never know. And they've got a couple of them sort of games between now and the end of the season where they're playing the teams that are literally fight for their life to stay in the division, basically. I mean, their literal last game of the season is away at Brentford. And if Brentford got something to fight for in terms of a European spot, be it the difference between getting the Conference League or Europa League, I mean, bloody hell. Does us a favour. Again, I'm praying it's not going to be the last game of the season. To confirm the title. Oh, I'll be there. I'll be like, no, can't do this. I can't do this. Too stressed. No. Imagine our front three against Liverpool's defence. Trent Alexander-Arnold will have a turn of the nightmares. Last time we saw Martinelli laugh out loud, says Gary, yeah. I saw enough today to suggest we destroy Arsenal if we were full. Well, behave yourself. Behave yourself, Tom. Your whole game plan from the get-go was to come and try and secure a 0-0 draw. And the second you came away from that tactic and decided to come be a bit more flamboyant in your attack at 0-0, we went at the other end, tore the defence up, and Luke Haley, ex-Arsenal, gave us the penalty. It was game over then. Which team is bigger, Huddersfield Town or Leeds United as an MF? Let's have a think about that one. No. All seriousness, it is Leeds out of the two. It is Leeds, obviously. But yes, because we gave it a shot, for God's sake. We literally went, there you go, have a shot. You did. It's not like we went, there you go, have a shot against Almunia or something, like one of our fucking shit goalkeepers of the past. We've got a top-notch goalkeeper, for fuck's sake. We trust our goalkeeper to get us out of trouble. Like, being honest, even at 3-0, when he was getting it, we were dropping a bit too deep for my liking. He just came out and did his job. And the only reason you scored today is due to your player having Christensen having a shot that hit off Zinchenko's back and took it away from Ramsdale. That's the only reason you scored today. Also, you're saying this when again, I know you're going to strengthen. Assuming you don't drop the bollock here, you do stay up. Yes, you are going to strengthen yourselves, but we're going to strengthen no matter what. If we win the league or not, we're going to strengthen ourselves as well. We're going to be 10 times stronger than anything you could ever be capable of. Bit soft, but okay. But it was given. There you go. Boom. Centre skip the wrong way. Feel. On a normal day, this game would have been first on the old what's the name? First game on basically. But no, because there's a title race, this came third up. Oh my god! We actually getting into the debate over who won the league more times between Huddersfield and Leeds. Oh my god! What have you started, Nemeth? What have you started? He's upset as it is. Why are you upsetting him even more? Oh dear. Who Leeds got next out of interest? I haven't looked yet. But who Leeds got next? Tom. Next midweek or the weekend? What are you know? Huddersfield. Toddy was upset. Oh dear. Forest. Literal 6-pointer there on the cards of that one. If Leeds are home to Forest, you should win. Based on Nottingham Forest's away record this season, you should win. If you can't beat Forest at your own ground based on Forest's own away form, you need to take a long look at yourselves in the mirror. That's all I'm saying. Bradford City are bigger. So here we go. Oh, the chaos in the chat. The chaos. you got Nemeth with a stick, and he's just poking the bear, which is Mr. Tom. He's just poking away. How can I get the reaction? Go on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Stefan's in the chat as well. He's trying to pick up Stefan. Says Ipswich Town have been English champions more than Norwich. Shitty. So fuck them. Oh dear. Yeah, they lost today, didn't they, old Norwich? 1-0 in the end against Sheffield. Oh my god, he's really going for it, Nemeth, tonight. He's really going for it. Ipswich Town are bigger than Leeds. Oh, here we go. Have a good evening, Phyllis. Got to step away from the computer. See you later. No worries, Gary. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow in the chat for the WSL game. Oh dear. Love of my life. Oh dear. I said we are top of the league. I said we are top of the league. And yes, I think you've upset Tom to the point he's not replying now. But you've got a response from from Stefan saying, "Yeah, I agree with you. If you've got a spot, maybe I can join." Yeah, I've got a spot. You're always welcome. Go. You know you're always welcome to come on. I'll send you a link before I go about midday my time. Just before midday, about 10 minutes before I go live. Basically, I'll send you a link. You would I think Lottie's coming on as it stands. Lottie's coming on as well. We are protecting the fucking Palace now because it's Roy Hodgson. Fuck's sake. It's a joke. It's a joke. Played every team above them that's in form since the turn of the year. The second they're about to play a team that's in and around them, they sack their manager and bring back fucking Croydon Roy. Come on, you gunners. 9 equals 27 equals 14. If you know, you know. Oh dear. Tom responded, "That's one too far. That's one too far, really. Bloody hell." Oh dear. Leicester, because of this, they're on the bottom three, aren't they? Oh, Leicester City. I mean, we've said all season, Danny Ward, whatever his fucking name is, the goalkeeper for Leicester, the number one, isn't good enough to be Leicester goalkeeper. Needs to be dropped. The second they drop him, it's too late because they're now right in the thick of the relegation scrap and are in the relegation zone as we speak. Oh my god, I don't have to go in. Bloody hit the crossbar at the post. Can we list all the teams that are bigger than it Leeds? Oh my days. Leeds equals 15th most successful. Ipswich Sweet equals 27th. Must try harder, Mr. Nemeth. Oh god. You got him going. You got him on the go Google going. Get the old table up. Oh dear, you got to laugh. Ipswich 14th. Oh, here we go. The war of words now. Oh, I'm right. No, you're right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. Oh dear. But yeah, purely in terms of these two, purely based on the fact his arm went down weirdly there. Really odd the he went down there, touching his area. I totally googled it. I don't trust Google. Got James in the chat says, "Come on, Arsenal." Also, Stefan saying Ipswich supplied England's two most successful managers. Game over. Oh dear. But yeah, I was saying, if I had to pick one of these two to go down, I want Palace to go down, just to the fact they disrespected my legend, in Patrick Vieira. Oh, what a finish that was from Ricardo Piella. What a finish that was. I don't care. 95 Pam Anderson. Oh my god. Oh dear God. I think he's inherited and held the spirit of Colonel Ward tonight. It's just I want to embrace everything and everything I can to piss off the Leeds fan in the chat. James says, I'm a Liverpool fan, but Premier League isn't the same as years ago. Too much money in the game. Yeah. And that's all that. It all started with Chelsea and Roman Abramovich, and then with that, it led to Man City, which then led to now Newcastle. And from outside the Premier League, you've got PSG and all that fucking bullshit. But hey, it is what it is. I do wish I'd literally. Oh dear. Is they standing over this free kick for Palace. Off the crossbar, off the goalkeeper and in. So hits off the crossbar base, yeah. Free kick gets taken by Eze. Say central-ish. And gets the shot off. Hits the crossbar. It's coming back out. We went for the goalkeeper where he was. That's coming back out, and it could have been cleared or whatever. But it comes off the crossbar, back out, off his back, off his arse, and into the goal. Quite literally. The 0 to 2010 season were the best Premier League in the best Premier League years. Early 2000s, yeah, as I say before. For me, the second Roman came along. So yeah, I say late 90s, early 2000s, and just before Roman came along. So the second Roman came along, it ruined it. What we see nowadays was coming. It was inevitable. You couldn't avoid it. And then a few years later, Man City joined on the bandwagon with their ownership. And then obviously with that, and now seeing most recently Newcastle. And it's not again. It's more to come. Mr. Tom, 1990-2000 was the best EPL season. I wonder why he's saying that, Tom. Back when your team was half decent. Oh dear. It is what it is, though. Oh dear. Just we've got to make the most of what we've got nowadays. And again, I know. Again, I'm not saying we haven't in Arsenal. We haven't spent money to get to the point where we had to get to the point where we are now this season. But we had to spend money from where we were when Arteta took over with the squad and everything. We had to invest, not just to get players out, but we had to invest and invest wisely. So we had to spend money. It's amazing how fucking Arsenal could do well. So, you spent money though. You spent money though. Like, of course we fucking spent money. We had to spend money. That's how you spend money to be successful. That's the easiest goal Arteta's ever going to score in his life, by the way. Aaron Smith is the best ever Leeds player. Let Tom decide on that one. But you think what I was saying, yeah? James says, I love the 2005 season. Again, I can't think why. I don't know if actually winning the Champions League or nothing. Tony Yeboah, bloody hell, that's going back a few years, BX. Oh dear, this is why I say I let Tom decide on that one, because he comes back and says Aaron Smith wasn't even the best player in the Leeds team he played for. Oh dear. Papa Duper Diop, bloody hell. That's a name. Fucking ex-Fulham as well. Fucking did well at Fulham. I remember when he was at Fulham. Like his second season at Fulham, heavy linked with us. And I was just like, okay, I could see why. Never happened. Nothing never doing us because Arsenal being Arsenal at the time. Got Cole in the chat, says glorious favourite team of Lennon, the worker team of Arsenal, had a masterful victory today over dirty and nice Serpentist Leeds. It was wonderful. I mean, there is a Leeds fan in the chat, so you need to be careful how you approach these words and all that. But Leeds have always been overrated. Oh, these are the words of everyone in the chat but me. I do not condone this or back this. Oh dear. Louis Goff, Louis Goff. He was a quality player. I think, in my opinion, I think he's massively underrated by Liverpool fans. In my opinion, that goal versus Juve, yeah. Again, that's that 04-05 season, yeah. Even the goal that wasn't technically a goal against Chelsea. Well, they say it wasn't a goal against Chelsea as well. He was a quality player, no doubt about it. And that's to say, I think it was massively underrated by Liverpool fans. Even to this day, doesn't get the plaudits unanimously from the entire fan base like you should do. You might get a section of the fan base going, "Oh yeah," not like agreeing with what I'm saying in terms of the quality player he was, but he's basically he's like the equivalent of trying to think from an Arsenal perspective now. He'd be the equivalent of Gilberto, basically. Massively, never got the plaudits he deserved. Massively underrated. Or Loren, who played right back for us, came in at midfield, played at right back for us. Massively underrated. Doesn't get the plaudits, the full plaudits he deserved, and all that, but still did the job. And Goff, yeah. The key thing with Louis Garcia was he fit the Benitez system. He slotted in perfectly. I think, Tom, you have a new friend in the chat called Cole. Oh dear, I loved him as an Irish kid. Huppier, same. Huppier, yeah. It was a bit. I remember because he was the captain in that, and no, because Gerrard was getting a new contract, and this was before Gerrard really hit his pomp. And before that, obviously that 04-05 season, before Gerrard got the armband, the only reason Gerrard got the armband when he did under Gerrard was because when he was getting his new contract, he demanded, I want to be the Liverpool captain. I don't care. I want it now. But hey, it is what it is. And what's said more about Hoppy at that moment? He didn't complain. He just got on with it. It was like, okay, I'll be the vice captain. We'll get on with it. If Hoppy was English, he'd have a statue. Yeah, maybe. Firpo kept Saka quiet as I predicted. Look, the game was done. It was like 3-0 or 4-1 when we brought Saka on. 3-0, I think it was. The game was done. Saka didn't have to do fuck all, and then even then, he played a part in the fourth goal. He's the one that had the ball, took it to the byline, passed it to Odegaard. Odegaard crosses it in, bang, Xhaka 4-1. Cheeky bastard. Are you just trying to go for small victories now, Tom? Next game up, here we go, is Bournemouth versus. They really are fucking protecting Chelsea, aren't they? Keeping them second to last by the looks of it. Exactly. It's given the medal for competing. I predicted doom for Saka, and I was correct. Hardly. We vested him knowing that you'd be like work today, keeping him nice and fresh for next Sunday. So we still battered you. Yari Litterman. Yeah, he played for Liverpool briefly. Yeah, he played for Liverpool briefly, didn't he? scored again. 2001-2002 season when he was at Liverpool. Scored against us in that when we beat him at Anfield. We're 2-0 up, and obviously he scored a late consolation. Remember that? Scored a couple of decent goals in the Champions League as well. Van Persie's goal, or Van Hagen, or Judas's goal against Charlton Athletic. Arguably, again, I remember seeing that match of the day that night, and then watching it again. It was that good. I watched matches of the day again in the morning. And it was like, wow. Just no goal came near that goal that season. It was just like the ability to obviously look at that team. Obviously, a Boué down on the right as a right back. He's the one that hooks it in, looks up, hooks it. Looks up for a moment, and then I watch it back every now and then, like the DVD review season and all that. For a brief moment, when the Boué hooks that ball into the box, it looks like the ball has been hooked in. It's like for the sake of it, lumped in for the sake of it. You don't see Van Persie anywhere out of nowhere. Van Persie appears completely out of nowhere and throws literally up in the air, literally both feet in the air, adjusts himself, and that gets the volley off like that. Hits it sweetly and perfectly the way he did. And bang, literally top bins. No goalkeeper was saving it. I was like, this is our player. Oh. And the next thing, he gets injured again. Like a few weeks later, he got injured in an international duty shocker. Never got injured. And once he left Arsenal, he had the worst injury record at Arsenal, Van Persie. What a goal that was. Bloody hell. Was that Billy? Oh, Tavernier. Bloody hell. What a shot that was. Leno was completely done out there. What was that from Leno from the field that though? Corner comes in, he punches it out, falls to Tavernier. Tavernier gets it, takes it inside, takes it outside, then sees the opportunity, takes a shot, top bins, and Leno just beating all ends up. What a goal that was. K&L. Oh dear. My intelligence officer tells me Stefan Reed Herring Antonio likes to listen to the Grateful Dead in his kitchen while making cheese omelets. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's get that off ASAP. Furpo better than Saka, and that's 5 minutes confirmed. Are you fucking kidding me? You ain't getting no victory. You're getting no small victories, Tom. You got battered, accept it, move on. Here we go. You started him up again now. Sheffield Wednesday, the biggest team in Yorkshire. Koch is definitely a dirty eating fan. Oh god. Oh dear. You watching the boxing later? I might be. Let's get these finishes in time. Depends what time this finishes because what was he on Dazan, isn't he now? He's got to deal with Dazan, the fucking AJ. But I'll watch it. It's set up for a win for him, isn't it? He's got to bounce back at some. He's got to get a win at some point nowadays. Old AJ. I'm about to order another home kit special season, so I definitely need a backup. Oh, so what you got to do? What have you done to your current one? Koch is a great defender and a proprietor of tactical foul. Do you want him to pass that sort of information on to Luke Ayling then? Because Mr. Greenwood, is Sam in the chat? I don't see he's in the chat here. Oh, that's the 92 Elite. Oh, okay. Dirty. Yeah, the old To be honest, I was calling Leeds United dirty, going over dirty Leeds today a few times. I meant to give that nickname out a few times a day to Leeds. Just randomly just going dirty Leeds, dirty Leeds. Just randomly for the sake of it. It was a dirty rumour that Leeds United cheated. Oh dear. How are we all doing anyway? Let's have a look over on the old studio. How are we doing? I knew you'd get him on that. I knew you'd get nibble there. Oh, is that Liam? Bloody hell, what the fuck? Got the old mower here. Bloody hell, Liam, Jesus. Oh, it is. Oh, it's it. Oh, okay. I thought it was someone new. Oh God. That's why it's okay. That's why I didn't recognise him, because he doesn't normally go this deep into or in general. Oh my days. The movie Damned United made me very biased. Very dirty. Whoever got man of the match, so I'm guessing. No. Gabriel Jesus, man of the match. Did score 2 goals. I mean, he did quite literally send your. Okay. Match of the day. What's going on? There's a draw. Forest Wolves is now up. One more game left, and that's when Chelsea lose 2-0. What the fuck are they doing in terms of phones? What the fuck? Villa have beaten Chelsea, and then have beaten Chelsea 2-0 tonight. Spoilers alert. And then last on the list. The fuck? Give me strength. Oh dear. Yeah, Tom, stop crying. Do your homework on. You need to do your homework on Nottingham Forest for next week, my friend. So you know what you're getting yourself in for. What's he said? One sec. Let me have a look for you, James. One sec. You might want to start the conversation. There's too many conversations going on, James. Let's start again. What a finish though from Brendan Johnson there. Good finish there. Gotta say. I really don't want Forest to go down, but they're starting to drop points even at home now. It's like, fucking read. Again, it's just like the City ground itself. What an atmosphere that is for the match day. So they are a big club. As I say, you want the big clubs in the big league. I mean, that's not a penalty, is it? Fucking just jumping up. How's that not a penalty? What the fuck? How's that not a penalty? Ben Johnson has literally been manhandled to the floor. Manhandled, and then just thrown to the floor. I'm lost after 5 Guinnesses and that. I can't drink any of that until next week. Yay. Oh no, it's coaches that are sent off. Bloody hell, so randomly, not the first coach and a random Wolves coach have both got sent off randomly. Don't know why. Can't believe I'm in an alliance with a Leeds. You put yourself in that alliance, my friend. Still can't believe Navas is in goal for first. Money talks, my friend. Money clearly talks. He's getting no spring chicken nowadays, but I get what you're saying, but he's not a spring chicken. But yeah, at the same time, when you got an owner like Forest have got, it's just chuck money at us. Oh yeah, sure, why not? I've got the money, where you go. Wolves coach is behaving like Pillock, so that's rare. You're just upset because they gained a point back on you guys after you battered them a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I went there. The fuck? Okay, that is disgusting. How can they determine he didn't spit? His mouth bloats up, and you see them. You literally go. You see him make the movements, as you would say, of him spitting, like gobbing towards someone. And he literally spat, and then Brennan Johnson is sitting on. It's like that. It's in the footage. They've gone, no, we can't see it actually in his mouth. We can't prove it. Look how his movement, his muscles are moving in his fucking mouth, his face. Come on. You don't go like that for no fucking reason. Yeah, the Premier League need to look into that, and they need to spend the rest tomorrow and Monday morning looking over that and go back and go, you know what, we got it wrong. Against your band. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're playing Tuesday, that's okay. So it's a game in hand sort of thing, okay. If we beat Forest on Tuesday, we are officially better than Arsenal. I don't make the rules. How does that work? Because we've beat Forest 5-0 this season, and we've got to play them on my birthday in May. So how does it work that they're somehow better than us? I mean, you're better than us if you beat Leeds. Sorry, if Leeds beats Forest. Sorry, how does that work when we're top of the league, coasting it, 9 games away from achieving something we didn't think would be possible this season? But yeah, you want a random little victory that doesn't make no sense. Knock yourself out. James is asking thoughts on AFTV. Twice. He does it twice. And VAR go, no, twice. Twice you see the movement of his cheeks go. He even leans towards the player, for fuck's sake. Literally leans towards Brendan Johnson for the second time. Goes, leans and no, don't say nothing. It's okay. La 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 la. Here we go. Last game up. We're back on your question. Yeah, I'm not the channel's biggest fan. I'll be honest. Back in it started up, I was like, obviously don't get me wrong, I was an Arsenal fan. Back in that as it started up, I would watch it and all that. Don't get me wrong, but certain things happened over the last few years, and I was just lost. Got no interest basically. And again, I do know people off the channel, that like regulars and all that, or from the channel and all that used to be on there, or are still on there themselves. I know them away from all that. So again, nothing against the people and all that. Just a channel that I don't really watch anymore. Don't have no interest in watching. If I'm being honest, as I say, certain things happened at a certain time frame, and I don't agree with how it's handled with certain situations, so we say, and yeah, I've never forgiven how they dealt with one situation and protected someone else for another at the same time, and then the person obviously they threw under the bus when that person sadly passed away months later. Suddenly they're kissing his heart up. Oh, such a great friend of his. Da, 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 da. Yeah, but you threw him under the bus and you wanted nothing to do with him afterwards. Okay. But look, it is what it is. But as I say, in terms of they do their thing, I'll do mine. I'm not nothing against their content, and I think just not for me nowadays. I do my thing. There's plenty of Arsenal content out there in terms of other YouTube channels, such podcasts and all that. I'd rather listen to or watch and whatever. It is what it is. The Simpsons are, oh my god, the Simpsons are definitely bigger than Leeds United. Oh my god. It wasn't happy how they dispensed of Claude, no. And that's who I was referring. Obviously, that's who I was referring to. Obviously, didn't. No matter what the situation was, yes, things were said that should have been said. Let's not get that twisted for a start. But by the way, it's a good goal from Watkins actually. Lobbing Kepa for the first goal there. Fucking hell. I did miss the first goal actually. Yeah, they won this game. So yeah. Chris is in the chat as well. Big up, Chris. How you doing? How's your day been since your team let me down? But yeah, I didn't. Yeah, things might have been said that shouldn't have been said. Don't get me wrong, but they handled that situation completely so wrong, and went out their way to protect one, but not him. Completely threw him under the bus, protected someone else in the same instance from the same stream, and then literally for the remaining months of his life, had nothing to do with him. And the second he passed away, suddenly, we love Claude, and then literally, obviously last year and his anniversary, this year and his anniversary, he's passing, putting his posts out there going, we love Claude, we miss Claude, but you're the ones that threw him under the bus, so maybe you treat him differently, knowing, again, when you know stuff about him, when you're meant to be personal friends with him and you know certain things about his mental health and all that, and you go to treat him the way you did, it doesn't sit well with me when you then go, off you go, is that true about Claude? Oh, it is. Oh, let's pretend that we're best friends still for the last months of his life and all that. because it doesn't look good on the brand if we don't do it. It doesn't look nothing. It doesn't look good on the brand, guys, if we don't come out and say X, Y, Z, how much we're going to miss Claude, or every year we miss Claude so much and all that bullshit. When they were there, they were just. They again, as I say, they knew the situation with his mental health, and they just didn't. When it came down to it, they just showed their true colours. They showed their true colours. But hey, it is what it is. What a goal from McGinn, though. What was that? About 30 yards out? Ball comes in, doesn't take a touch, just hits it first time. Bang. What a goal. What a goal. Chelsea, I've got to say, I did watch. Oh, I missed the start of this game, but I watched the majority of it. Chelsea is shit. Chelsea are shit. Motd is shit. £100 million, and he literally had a chance today to score, and he literally went, there you go, pass it to the goalkeeper. There you go. Great goal from McGinn, yeah. Ty said in the podcast he would never speak to him. His daughter disowned him, and Robbie kicked him off. They have the audacity to do a video on how much they exactly. Yep, exactly. Does it well? Again, as I say, it didn't sit well. It didn't sit well with me in the moment of all. It was all going down. Wait, obviously we did pass along. They're doing their tribute video and all this crap. Didn't sit well with me then. It doesn't sit in every year, the anniversary and all. It does not sit well with me. That they of all people come out and go do these tributes to Claude on his anniversary, his passing and all that, when they're the ones that did what they did and contributed to how his mental health went a certain way, so we say, in that moment when they kicked him off, they basically went bend the knee or else basically, oh, we've lost money, off you go, we've lost a sponsor because of you, piss off. That said it all. More concerned about losing a sponsorship, a bit of money, than doing the right thing and getting Claude the help he needed in more aspects than one. But hey, I don't really want to get into that and the whole ins and outs of all that. But I have to say, the last 2-3 months, I have been thinking about Claude a lot. This last 2-3 months, because not just Claude, but Maria as well, who passed away last summer. I've been thinking about them both a lot. I think how much they themselves would have enjoyed this season so much. The joy they would have got from this, the pair of them, and to potentially see the team possibly win the league come May. Again, how much they both would have loved to see that again. So yeah, if we do this, and we do get over that line, we celebrate for him as well, and for Maria, and for all the Gooners really. And no longer all the Gooners that are no longer with us, that can't be here to celebrate. Chelsea under Potter, 22 play 22, goal difference 0. Oh my god. It was hypocrisy. It was. But hey, is what it is. Claude was a big part of the building that channel. Yep, him and Ty. And they cast him out. I found it weird how they doesn't let us do it all. No, I don't think. Exactly. I did the same when Heavy D passed away. About a year and a bit Fry or whatever it was when Heavy D passed away. Beforehand, they did the exact same thing. He'd already left the channel a good while beforehand and all that. And obviously when he passed, they did the exact same thing. And obviously, yeah, we're not getting into it all, but yeah, it is what it is. It's amazing now I say I'm not the channel's biggest fan. James asked me a question on it, and I said I wasn't its biggest fan. Used to watch it, but not much anymore, really. And suddenly he disappeared. Pochettino, Spurs tell ex-boss, we don't want your... Okay, up for the title, says the Observer. So you gave her two paper headlines. Well, hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. I forget that. But many also forget Claude went on to let his channel blend into that Banster's channel and basically verbally abused many people. Yeah. Again, I never said he was perfect or anything like that, but if the people that like the likes of Robbie didn't throw him under the bus, maybe you'd have the right people around him to not allow that to happen in the first place, and that could have been prevented a lot quicker, a lot sooner, but obviously not. And as you say, he just got once they booted him and all that, he just got out of control in terms of the Bansters and all that. But it is what it is. Didn't last long anyway. In terms of once they both went, oh, we want to keep the channel going for him and all that, and he's on and all that. And that's what the family want. This and the other. And what was it? 6 months later, the family don't want it to. The family pulled the plug on it. Basically. No, I never said it was. I just said. What have I just said? I never said he was perfect. He wasn't. No one's perfect. But as I say, in the moment, in that one moment, in terms of the AFTV moment on that stream, they could have quite easily. What makes it even worse, they did initially come out in support of him, and then literally, 2 hours later, in the space of 2 hours, lost a sponsorship, and then went, sorry, video's coming down, we're not going to back you anymore, off you go. We're going to make a whole new video statement where we're going to say, we offered you the help, but you didn't want it, so you have to leave now. When really, you just have to leave in general. What Chris is asking, I wonder where Brownie is. Again, since we last got that was last mentioned in there, Chris. No new news on that. Don't know exactly if he's been given his judgment yet or not. But yeah, not going to get into all that side of things. Jesus, got to be all night with that one. Bloody hell! Oh dear, he's a silly man. But it is what it is. That's what I'm saying. Stefan. That's what I'm saying. In terms of the DVD comment was absurd, the way it was dealt with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then if it was dealt with better and differently, things may have been different. And maybe with the right people around him, he would have realised the other two, the Bansters, weren't doing his channel any good, basically, and that could have been stopped. But he could have got the lights in back. Possibly he could have got done the odd special with lots of time and things like that, and other AFTV regulars, and it's got their sort of support from that side of things, and built that sort of channel that way, the way probably would have been better with. But look, it is what it is. It is what it is. We move now. We move. That's what I'm saying. I've not seen or heard anything different, Sam, outside of that side of things. Apparently, I think his mum's trying to appeal whatever judgment to get whatever the judgment they think they're giving him. Not the worst case. I'm trying to say basically no, so send him home and send it. He can serve his time out in prison here or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever sentence he does face, as you say, it needs to, in terms of drowning, it needs to be done, and it needs to get the sentence in, and it has to be based in. If it can't be served in the UK, he's in trouble. Basically, let's put it that way. The person who hates definitely snitched, in my opinion. Of course. It's not going to even get into that. That's a whole new. How can I put it? Way of a discussion point that could go on forever tonight, but we're not going to go there. I'm going to wrap things up though, guys. We are done in terms of match of the day and all that. Hope you enjoyed the stream and the chats we've had throughout the stream as well. I am back tomorrow with Gary and Lottie for the Arsenal Women's WSL match against Man City at Bournemouth. We will go live at around 5:12. Go for the teams like we always do, etc., etc. And kickoff is at 12:30 UK time as well for anyone living outside the UK, so you can get your clocks, all your alarms set up and all that, so you don't miss a second of it as well. And yes, let's see if the girls can finish on the weekend with a flourish and another win for the Arsenal. Just for their international break. Oh dear. But aside from that, let's go for the last few bits of the chat. Tom as well. Yeah, if you haven't already, go and check out his channel as well. Go and subscribe to that. Tom, if you want to put you are a member as well, not just a mod, but you are a member as well. So if you want to grab a link and put it in the chat for everyone to go and subscribe to your channel. If you're wrestling fans, knock yourselves out. And yeah, oh dear. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Nice and early for the last stream of the week. Hopefully, the last stream of the weekend. 3 streams in one day. The things I do for you guys, eh? But we go again. If you are new to the channel, do subscribe, do smash that like button, and do share the content around on all these social medias. That does massively help the channel grow and get new eyes on the channel a lot faster and a lot more efficiently. And apart from that, if you want to become a member like Tom, literally, yeah, 99p or £2.99 a month. You've got the 2 options of membership level. You have your emojis, whatever membership you pick. You have emojis you can use to interact in terms of watchalongs and things like that, or in general in the podcast. Also, get membership badges as well. Depending on how long you're a member, your badge as a member will upgrade after a month, 3 months, etc., etc., etc. And they are all Arsenal related as well, obviously. But until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you on the other side. And as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.